In our final step of dropping the lowest grade in a grade center category, we must edit the total column. For our purposes, we'll call this the grand total column to distinguish it from the total column we created for our quiz scores. Now, before we edit the total column, let's do a quick review. In step number 1, we created a category and named it quizzes. Then we assigned the quiz columns to that category. That made it possible for step 2, where we created a total column for quiz scores. This is where we indicated that we wanted all quiz scores calculated, but to drop the lowest quiz score for each student. Now let's edit the total column. Let's answer the question of why we should edit the total column. By default, Blackboard will calculate the point values for every grade center column. Since we've created a total column for our quiz scores, we no longer want Blackboard to calculate the individual quiz score columns, but only the total column for quiz scores. Mouse over the down arrow beside the name of your total column and select Edit Column Information. Scroll down to Select Columns. Click the radio button beside Selected Columns and Categories. And now we must move from the Columns to Select box to the Selected Columns box all of the grade center columns we want included in the grand total. We do not want weighted total. We haven't worked with it at all. And remember, we do not want the individual quiz columns because we've created a total column that we will see and move in just a moment. In the meantime, let's move all of the other grade center columns to the Selected Columns box. You can click the top selection, hold down the Shift key, and scroll to your last selection, which happens to be our quiz scores. That's our total column for quizzes. And then click this arrow that points to the right to move all of those columns to the Selected Columns box. And now we have everything in the Selected Columns box that we want to be included in the grand total. Calculate as a running total, yes. Include in grade center calculations, yes. And the final two options are up to you, the instructor. And click Submit. And now the process is complete. We are able to drop the lowest score in a category, and our total points are accurate.